welcome to another edition of the Chamber of Skulls. So, this one here, we're revising the Cyberpunk skull. This one, much different, not as generic where shit's just thrown together like the last one. For those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, go ahead and check out, I believe it's my third or fourth video, where I have my first Cyberpunk skull, and you can see just shit's thrown all over the place. The artist just wanted to do something quick and classify it as cyber or steampunk. See, here I go again, calling it cyberpunk. Made that mistake twice now. Steampunk. If and when I have a third one, I'll make sure to correct myself. So with this one here, I picked this up because it looked more intriguing. It kind of has a message into it for a lot of people, where you see the skull cracked open. I'm going to turn this around here a little bit for you. You see the skull cracked open on both sides, and it's got a bunch of gears. Now, in my story behind that, you always hear, like, when people are thinking really hard, everyone's like, "Oh, I can see your gears are running. What are you thinking about?" So, story behind this one for me personally is this guy here had a lot on his mind. All his gears were running, and he just popped. He had too much on his mind, too much on his plate, and his brain couldn't take anymore and exploded. If you look carefully, when we look at the close-up pictures at the end, this one actually, the gears are well sculpted. It doesn't look like the person just threw together some penny-shaped objects and grooved in or cut in some grooves to make it appear like it's a gear. These are actually very well sculpted gears. I'd probably say in here there's at least 100. All sorts of different kinds. Now what I want to do a little differently too, as you will see at the end, instead of just giving you a 365 video of it, I'm actually going to give you the 360 view along with some close-ups so you can actually get a good look. So beyond the sculpting of the gears, you look at the sculpting of the actual skull. I thought it looked a little darker down here. My main light got shut off. So you look at the actual sculpting of the skull, and it's really good artwork. For some reason, they don't really get in the eye sockets that well. It's like they take a sponge with some stain or something and get it in there and let that dry or something and wipe off the excess, and it washes away most of it. But beyond that, I mean, this is a fairly decent sculpted piece. As you can see, it's not one of the larger ones, it's one of the mid-range ones. But yeah, I got this one basically for two reasons. One, I wanted a better steampunk. And two, it just resembles me in a nutshell. Because I've got so much going on in my life. All my gears are going. I've got work, I've got school, I've got my personal life. And, oh, this is not a good angle for me. I'm trying to center myself up with my background. It is not working. But, so I got work, school, and then, as most of us have, car problems. So you're trying to get everything together. You're trying to figure everything out. You're trying to figure your basic life out. You're trying to calculate your mathematics and figure out how you're going to mix school, work, and your personal life together. And then you throw in car problems. and it all comes up to just one giant mess, and your head just explodes. So yeah, that it just keeps getting darker and darker in here. So yeah, so this one it holds a personal connection to me also. I really don't have a lot to say on this one. I mean, there's no real design on here other than the gears, which is about it. You look at the sculpt of it, and everything here seems to be on key. I mean, you got your little, I don't know what, chiseled jaw. You got the grooves for where the teeth placement. Teeth looks really good. It doesn't have an overbite or an underbite. All the sculpting is there. The nose, the eye socket. It even gives kind of a personality face with the notches above the eye. Kind of looks like he's, I don't know, deviant or mischievous. Which that alone, I mean, goes to show the creativity of the artist who had worked on this. Instead of just giving a plain face look, kind of gave the skull a person. Oh, yeah. For those of you that don't know, it was about 5 months ago I got a major case of whiplash, and it's been acting up on me lately. I don't think it's just cold weather. So we'll cut this short right now due to the fact that I'm in a lot of pain and give you guys some close-ups. I know I do owe you guys a knife video, since I haven't done one this month. So we'll try to work on yet another special video just on a knife. I'll try to find one in my collection that I feel would be worthy. Maybe I'll use the one that I've been trying to get to for a while, or otherwise, like I said, I'll find an interesting one. Now, knives don't have to be skull related. It just knives are a fascination of mine, and that's kind of the co-base of this channel. So, with that said, you guys have a skulltastic night, and I will see you guys soon.